So today I've come back to visit the Mackenzie Poltergeist. Now, we came yesterday and made a short vlog on this, and it was so dark that we couldn't see anything. So I decided to come back so I can show you this graveyard during the day. Now, there are a lot of skeptics who do not believe in the Mackenzie Poltergeist. I must admit I'm a bit of a skeptic as well. But the funny thing happened when we got home last night. I was covered in scratches, and I mean scratches right across my back. My first thought was that maybe I'd done this myself, but I'm not a contortionist, and I couldn't reach these spots. Now, even stranger still, the scratches disappeared this morning. But my back actually feels like it's on fire. It's the most bizarre thing. It feels like I've been whipped. But no marks, they've gone. So I've now returned to the Greyfriars Kirk, and I'm gonna wander around and have a good look around. Now, as I've been walking around taking some photographs, I was approached by a chap walking around here and asked me what I was doing. And he told me an interesting story. Now, he told me that this grave was broken into in 2004 by two people, an adult man and a child, and they actually broke the head off one of the three bodies that is buried in Mackenzie's tomb, and they were playing football with it. Now, there's not an awful lot the authorities could do to these people, but the strange thing is that one of them was tried a few years later for killing his girlfriend. Very bizarre story. In front of me you can see the burial site of Mackenzie himself and two of his relatives. I will actually be coming back this evening to get into the Covenanters prison itself. Now, this is something you can only do on the tours because the gates are actually locked, you can't get in. Now, here's another interesting fact about this graveyard. It is tiny. As you guys can see, there's a lot of tourists that come here during the day, and sometimes it can get quite noisy. But anyway, as I've said, this graveyard is quite tiny. You wouldn't think it, but there's they estimate there's between 250,000 and 500,000 bodies buried here in this graveyard. Absolutely astounding. Apparently during heavy rains, sometimes bones wash up to the top of the soil. So I'm going to make my way to the Covenanters prison, just take a couple of photos, and as I've said before, we're actually coming back here this evening to go inside. So you can see the path going down to one of the tombs there. Now, that's actually the Black Mausoleum, and that's where most of the hauntings occur nowadays. So what is the real story of this graveyard? I must be honest, I don't really know. If there are any historians who are watching this who know the real facts about this graveyard, it'd be interesting if you can get in touch. All I do know is that I've got the scars to prove that something strange happened here. On our thermal camera we did see something, and both myself and Justine have been scratched and bruised. Whether that's proof of ghosts or poltergeists, I don't know. It could be something else. Nonetheless, as a historical tour, this is an interesting place to come to. If you are coming to visit Edinburgh, then I strongly suggest that you come on one of these tours. It is very interesting. Another strange feature you will notice about this graveyard, you'll see these grates above the graves, and even the graves that are on the ground, they've got grates over them. This was used by wealthy people to stop grave robbers from digging up their relatives.